This is from page number 10, triangles part 1 to Hari. Example number 3. First of all, I will give you some heads up. Hari. I will give you some heads up so that you can do this one. Hari. Right. So this one, in the quadrilateral PQRS, right? So you have to draw a quadrilateral called PQRS. Hari. On that PQRS, right? The PS and the QR sides are parallel to each other. There are two sides that are in that quadrilateral, and those two sides are equal. Sorry, parallel. Correct? Only parallel. They haven't given any other things that you need to know. Only PS and QR are parallel. Make what important. Only PS and QR are parallel. Right? Other two sides we do not know. Right? The bisectors of the interior angles P and Q meet at O. Right? So there are two angles called P and Q. Right? Those are vertex. Two vertices of the quadrilateral, and we draw the bisectors of those two. When we bisectors of P and Q, we can meet them at O. That means those bisectors, right, intersect at point O. Prove that POQ is a right angle. Draw the figure and prove. Hi. So we have to only use second theorem, right? We have a triangle, and if we get the summation of the interior angles of a triangle, it will be equal to what? 180 degrees. Then you can show any other angle which related to this is right angle. That means right angle. Now you need to show that my angle should be 90 degrees. Right? So you need to obtain 90 degrees by using this theory, right? So this will say this is 180 degrees. Well, there are other things as well. Right. So first of all, let's do this by drawing the figure. The figure, right? That figure should be right. That figure should be very fair. That figure should be very fair. When you say the quadrilateral, that quadrilateral cannot be a parallelogram, right? Parallelogram mein all the four sides are not parallel. Only two sides are parallel because PS and QR are parallel to each other. They have given that. So it would be better you can draw a figure like this because this should be very fair. This should be very fair figure because they are saying this is a quadrilateral. Only a quadrilateral. Right? So I will draw this, and you can draw the same thing. Right. Before doing that, I will name the things. Right. Now this is my P. Right. And this is my Q. This is my other way around, right? So only TS and Q are side. So I will name this P. I will name this S. I will name this as Q, and I will name this as R. Right? So you have to mark them as monomer. Right? This side parallels this side because PS and QR are parallel to each other. This is the quadrilateral that you need to know. Then how can so this is a trapezium here. This is not a trapezium, this is a quadrilateral. Right? Very fair quadrilateral. Right? PS and QR are parallel. The bisectors of the interior angles are P and Q. Right. So where is my P angle? This is my P vertex. So you have to draw the bisector of this, make a bisector, right? Bisector of this and bisector of Q. This. this one meet at O. So this bisectors meet at O. So the you need to know this is your O. And O. Maybe a logo please draw this figure somewhat bigger. And keep your space to do the proof as well. Please draw this and give it a try. Maybe body try then until but I'll give you like 2 to 3 minutes to try. Make another try then. If you have already done this one, that is superb. Make doesn't matter. But if you haven't done, please draw the big figure and give it a try. Alright. Begin from where what you know. Then පටන් ගන්න proof කර. දන්නේ කොතනින්ද එතනින් පටන් ගන්න proof කරන්න. හරි. Bisectors means you need to know, right? These angles are equal. Right? And my angles equal. This angle equals this angle. Right? My angles they equal. And I will use a different color. You need to know this angle equals this angle. Right? So this angle equals this angle. Because there's PO and QO are bisectors. PO and QO are bisectors of the angle of the quadrilateral. Right? These two angles are equal. These two angles are equal. So in order to prove this POQ, so this is it. POQ minimum is a right angle. Right? POQ, you need to prove it. It's a right angle. Right? What you need to do? So that is the question. If some of you have done. Right, Nilan has done so good. Right. I hope you have done. Now focus on the board. I have given you some time. Don't think too much. Just do what you know. Don't think too much. Just do what you know. Right. So you will get lot of things. Right? Right? And don't give up. Right? Otherwise, don't quite. So now triangles 1. Triangles 1. Page number 10. Example number 3. So it says there is a quadrilateral and you need to draw a fair quadrilateral where PQ right PQ RS right So PS and QR are parallel, right? They are parallel. They have given that. Right? These lines are parallel. Right. And when you consider P and Q angles, the bisectors of P and Q, let me look at it. Shall I draw it somewhat bigger? Look at it. And P, Q, R is. So PS and QR sides are parallel, where bisect of angle P and bisect of angle Q meets at point O. So you need to prove that. So I will mark this angle equals this angle equals this angle. So because PO and QO are bisectors, right? And you need to show POQ angle equals 90 degrees. You need to show this. Right? You need to show. Moolama prove thing. Right? And they have given PS and QR are parallel lines. Right? So the by taking this one, you can do something like this. Right. Okay. So you know if there are parallel lines, you know some theories from your grade 9. If there is a transversal, there are three types of angles. Alternate angles, you need to remember that alternate angle. That means set type of angles, right? And corresponding angles, that means F type of angles, and allied angles, right? Allied angles. C type of angles where this summation of this C will be equal to 108, right? Right? Is it F and C? Right? What? Right. So here, what I know is, right, I need to find the value of POQ, right? So I am going to take a relationship for POQ first. POQ relationship I will build. What is the relationship that I need to know? Alright. So the only theory that I know is, right, sum of the interior angles of the one of the triangle will be equal to 180. So that thing we discussed last week. So by considering POQ triangle, I will write this is what I know. Because they are asking me to prove POQ equals 90. I will begin from that. POQ is inside this method moving POQ. I need to focus on this. So I will begin from there. Consider POQ triangle. Don't think too much. Put a comma. Right? I am going to apply what I know. Right. So POQ plus POQ angle plus OQP angle plus OQP angle plus OPQ angle, right? OPQ angle, those are three angles inside a triangle equals to 180 degrees. So you have to write the reason, right? Sum of the interior angles. So you have to write the full interior angles of a triangle. Right. So that is the thing that I know. And I know something else because they have given these two lines are parallel. So here PQ act as a transversal, right? May move on the PQ, right? So Buddha, I can take this angle plus this angle equals to 180. Neil, keep that in your mind. So I can write, right? This angle, SPQ, This is what I know by looking at the figure. SPQ angle plus RQP. Correct? RQP. Currently what I know. RQP equals 180. Oh, why is that? Right? Allied angles. Sorry? Allied angles. Make part interesting if you know how to do this one. If you practice this, you will get this. Allied angles. And also, why they have given us the bisector, they are the bisector, right? They are telling us, Macham, please divide this total angle half. They are giving us the hint. Macham, this is the next step that you are going to do. What? This full angle and this full angle, Macham, please divide it into half. What the hell you are doing, man? Right? Please divide them. That is what I know, Neil. But it comes with the practice. So I am going to divide move and move by 2. By 6. I am going to divide this by half. Make a half I am going to divide this by half. Right. SPQ move SPQ angle, I am going to divide it by 2. And if I divide it by 2, I need to divide this part by 2 as well. Move better no. Definitely divide this. And if I divide this side by 2, I need to divide my right hand side by 2 as well. Move better no. Alright? Right. So now I can see SPQ divide by 2 plus RQP divide by 2 equals 180 divided by 2. 180 divided by 2. 90. Okay. Now still we have a lot more to go. Product here. Alright. Now think of something like this. So now here we have POQ. And in our right hand side we have 180. And if we say, now we want to say POQ equals 90. If these two peoples become 90 degrees and we are going to take it to this side and subtract 180 minus 90, this becomes POQ equals 90. Now just think. I need to show POQ equals right angle 90. So I have POQ something, POQ plus something equals 180. This something part becomes 90 and I am going to take it to the right hand side. 180 minus 90 again 90. POQ equals 90. So that I can build that. Right. So how am I going to make this part and this part 90 equal to 90? Important point. SPQ divided by 2. SPQ divide by 2. Right? What is the angle? I can substitute SPOO OPQ. I can substitute SPOO OPQ. One of them. But it should be related. Right. Instead of SPQ angle divided by 2, I can substitute OPQ. Right? If I divide this whole angle by 2, I can say SPQ divided by 2 equals OPQ. Right? Same, RQP divided by 2. What is the angle that I am going to substitute? RQP divided by 2. I am going to take this OQP. OQPN. Right. I am going to substitute this one and this one instead of this place and this place. Right? So I can write therefore, right? Therefore, I can write SPQ divided by 2 means OPQ plus RQP divided by 2 means OQP equals 90. And so now I will label this as my first equation and this as my second equation. First equation, second equation. So now finally I can write by 1 and 2. What can you see? By 1 and 2. Me what I see? OPQ plus OQP equals 90. OPQ is here. OPQ is here. OQP is here. Plus OQP is here. Now the same thing. These two are here. The same thing. The value of this one and this one summation will be equal to 90. So by using 1 and 2, right? By 1 and 2, you can say POQ angle plus 90 degrees equals 190. So POQ angle, take this 90 to the other side, get the subtraction, you can say this is 90 degrees. Subtract 180 minus 90, 90. So POQ is therefore POQ angle is a right angle. Right angle. Today, here understood. ඔගොල්ලෝ අන්තිම වෙනකන් හිටිය සෙට් එක සුබ නියම. Today got it? මේක තේරුණාද? I have explained step by step. Any problems?